Hey,
Hello, my name is Selena.
and my name's Theone, and you are listening to Piping Hot.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Piping Hot. I hope everyone is doing fantastic.
I hope so too. This week has been weird because I'm on the child focus team now for work, and all the kids are on spring break right now, or not spring break, April break, they call it out here. And I've literally had like nothing to do all week. Like I have taken straight up 2-hour naps during the day. Like I'll set my timer for 15 minutes because I don't want to sleep through anything, but like genuinely nothing to do.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, I am so here for it. I love it.
Wow.
Although I will say I was getting a little bored, but I think it's just because I haven't had the motivation to like do any of my hobbies. But
Yeah.
today I went to Target during work and it was a great time. I got a lot of
Well, you know what? You deserve it.
Yeah, I do deserve it. I don't have money for it. Like, I really don't. Anyways, I got a lot to pay off. Let's just put it that way. So I got to get my shit together.
Yeah.
And then I'm sending you like 8 t-shirts. Like, what do I need 8 book themed t-shirts for? I want them though.
I know, and I will say I will take blame because I'm a very bad influence on you. So
You are.
they're just so cute. Like, I love them.
Like, I want to wear, I just want to be cool. I hate it. But anyways, that's my life. So
Very nice.
anyways, how has your week been? I feel like I haven't talked to you as much as usual.
I was literally just going to say, I feel like I have not talked to you and I have no clue why, which is so weird.
I know.
But my week has been fine. Last week at work, it was really crazy busy. Like,
Weird.
it's so funny because I was telling Jack, I was like, maybe it was like Tuesday or Wednesday. And I was like, yeah, I had 3 meetings today and it really drained me.
I remember you saying that last time. Yeah.
I sounded like such a bitch, but I'm like, no, truly they did. And it was a lot of like research for stuff, but I mean, it was fine. It wasn't too bad. But now this week has been so quiet, which has been great. But
Nice.
yeah, I don't know. I'm just like chilling over here in Minnesota, just living my life.
Have you done any like shopping or anything fun with friends or like anything like that?
Oh, I did. Wow, you're jogging my memory. Because like the second that I do something, I just like throw it out of my mind because I'm like, I don't need it. I did. I hung out with friends last Friday, went to a birthday party. Saturday morning, I hung out with friends as well, which was really fun.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
the extroverted side of me is very tired. So
Nice. Yeah, I was going to say that's a lot of like socializing, but hey, you did it. Sounds like it was fun.
I know. Thank you. Thanks. That really means a lot. Have you done anything writing wise? I know the last time I talked to you, you were planning a new book.
Yeah, so I haven't started writing because I'm feeling a little bit stuck with like I have certain scenes that I want. I have certain like kind of like the general trajectory of like where I want their character to go.
Yes.
But I'm having such a hard time of like, okay, what are the big plot points? What is actually going to happen in the book? You know what I mean? And so like I'm trying to like really plan that out before I just start writing.
Yeah.
Like especially starting the first chapter, like, okay, where do I want it to start? Because it's such a different situation because I'm doing it from one POV this time. And so it's like, okay, do I want it to start where she's right about to move? Do I want to give some context first? But I'm thinking I'll probably start kind of right where things start happening. But I don't know.
It's
So
hard to decide.
Yeah. Because last time that I wrote, I just like brain farted like 7 pages of like a plot for a book like that just kind of like came to me. So I kind of went through that as I went, but this time I don't have that. So it's a completely different like situation than what I was before. So I'm just trying to figure out how to do that, honestly.
Isn't it the worst? Like, it's horrible.
Yeah, it's
I hate
the worst.
it.
It's the worst, but No, it literally is. I'm just like, I don't
Yeah.
know what I'm doing at all, but.
Yes,
yeah.
no, I so relate to that. It's like crazy.
Well,
But I
how's your
believe in
writing
you.
going?
Oh, my writing.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, so starting with my adult fantasy, I took
Yes.
a couple of days off just to like relax because I'm like, oh my gosh, I just need to chill. But I did reach 27K.
Oh my gosh, dude. Holy crap.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to get to 30K by this weekend and then end the month with 40K, which is a little less than I wanted to be at the end, but that's still like a lot of words, so I'll take it.
Yeah, that's a lot of words. Yeah. You're doing great. You're doing great.
Yeah, so that's going fine. It's just whatever. It's like really messy right now. And then I haven't touched my young adult fantasy because I'm still waiting for my beta reader to get me feedback, but she's literally been reading it so fast this week. I woke up to a notification that she was on the document reading at midnight last night. I was
Oh
like,
my
girl,
gosh.
what are you doing?
Why are you
sleeping?
awake right now? Yeah.
I was like, girl, what is happening? And she was just reading some earlier this afternoon too, and like she's so close to the end that I'm like, oh my gosh, is she gonna finish the book today? Like it's just so crazy.
Wow.
Her comments have been so great. I'm so excited to go back and revise. And then I had told you this, but my young adult fantasy, the same book that we're talking about, was a runner-up for like a writing editor mentorship thing. Yeah. Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, so that was a really nice surprise because honestly, remember I told you I was not expecting anything. Like I let myself down so that the truth when it comes out doesn't hurt as much.
Here's the thing though. Since I didn't even participate in this, I can be impolite. They should have picked you. I'm just saying they should have. Like
Yeah.
runner up is great, but girl, I just really feel like I just want you to be published. Do you even know what I just said? I don't even know what
Yes,
I did.
I just want to get.
Okay,
I just
yeah.
want you to get published.
Yes. Okay, you got it.
But yeah, so
I'm so
I think
proud of you.
Thank you. Thanks. It was really nerve-wracking because they had messed up and it was just such a really bad situation. I mean, again,
It was.
I didn't care because I had already let myself down and I was not expecting much, and it's fine because I had a plan. If I didn't get this, I would still do so and so. So I was fine. But like the day that they announced the winners was so confusing that I was just like,
it really was.
yeah, like so I was like, whatever, I'll take it, I guess, but I don't know what you guys are doing on your end. So
Yeah.
what are you drinking?
Water.
Very nice.
I'm not
Wetter.
drinking anything exciting today. I feel like I was kind of in a little bit of a rush, like getting home and eating and stuff. And it's just been kind of warm out today. And I just haven't drinking a lot of water lately. So I was like, I'm just going to keep it simple
Good.
and drink some water. So
Good for
very
you.
exciting. Thank you. What are you drinking today?
I am drinking your favorite chamomile manuka honey, whatever.
Nice.
Again, I still need new tea, so I'm going to Target this weekend. So I'll
Nice.
see if
All
I
right.
can get anything.
Splurge on some tea.
Yeah. So what are you reading, watching, listening, consuming?
Reading? I'm not reading like anything. I'm just in a little bit of a slump again. Like I think I'm just like thinking about like what I want to read next, and I'm just like having a hard time choosing, and so I've just been like waiting a little bit.
Girl,
I know it's really.
do you
weird.
know how fast you read books? Like it doesn't even matter.
I know. I'm just having such a hard time.
Yeah.
But since we last talked, I read Anna Maria and the Fox. Or did I talk about that last time?
You did not. You said that you were going to start it.
Okay, yes. So I obviously started and finished it.
Okay.
I thought it was good, but it could have been better.
Oh,
like
yeah.
The plot was there, like the tension was good, like it was like Bridgerton-esque. And I saw Emily Henry was reading the same one from Book of the Month, so
my
twinsies.
Gosh.
Wow. Everything was there, but then some of the writing, like they would be talking like it was like Bridgerton-esque, in that kind of language. But then all of a sudden it would say something like, he took his cock out. And I'm like, what are you fucking saying? It didn't make any sense. But then they would make these random spicy comments, but then it really wasn't that spicy. So it was you either need to lean into it more or just have it kind of be more of a, not fade to black, but very general spicy part, you know what I mean, not detailed. So it was this weird in between that I didn't love, and some of the things were just so it was, the writing was a little odd, but the content was there. I just wish it was a little different.
Got it. How interesting. Because that is technically your first historical romance.
Yeah, it was a historical romance, but it was trying not to be partly. So it was weird. I was you either gotta lean into that or totally modernize it in your right. You can't do the in between. And I think
you gotta be one thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they were trying to go for that genre bending shit that I don't care about. Be one thing. Literally just be one thing.
No,
anyways.
literally. Whatever, Trevor.
So I finished The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang.
Okay.
And I think the last time that we had talked, I had just started reading it. And I was like, oh yeah, it's totally fine. The first half of the book is a lot of world building, and it was a lot to get through. Honestly, it was almost like a daze where I was like, where am I?
What am I doing? Yeah.
And I think I had told you this too, that this trilogy of hers has a lot of content warnings. And as I was reading the beginning, I was like, I don't see anything that anyone has ever warned me about. I get to the second half of the book and it is content warnings over the top. I'm like, oh, this is why people give you content warnings, because it was so absolutely horrific that I have never read anything like that. And it's not even,
my gosh.
It's not even I stabbed him and then I cut off his head and we went to battle and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It was that, but then also even worse, which is how can you get worse than that? So it was a lot. I had to take a couple of breaks during some chapters, but I will say it was phenomenal the way that she had crafted it, and she is very, very, very academic, almost to the point where it's I don't think I qualify to read your books because they're so academic. This trilogy is based off of World War II and what happened in China and Japan. So it was a lot. I could obviously tell as I was reading that I was like, oh, this is definitely World War II.
Sure.
But it was really good. It was
cool.
Fun to an extent.
It was traumatizing, but it was fun.
Yeah, I don't know if that's valid. And then today, I just finished Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter.
I saw that on Goodreads. How was it?
It was great.
Oh.
It was honestly, if you just need a good feel-good book that's so cute and so rom-com-y, it's a young adult contemporary, and it's very clearly young adult because it takes place in high school. But honestly, young love is something so different. I was just eating it up, and also it was so weird because I was tearing up multiple times at the end, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I'm am I well? Clearly not.
Clearly not. Oh. Okay,
it was really
it's
good.
on my want to read list, so maybe I'll have to read it now.
It was really good, and I hear that Netflix is making it a movie, so I'm really excited.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting! Ooh.
It's a super quick read. Again, it's young adult, so it's easy to read, and it's not fantasy, so you don't have to get acclimated with any kind of world building. So it's just you just go through it.
Nice.
But yeah, it was really good. It was really good. You should read it. I know you don't really. I don't think you've ever read young adult contemporaries, but I feel like you would really like it.
Okay, I'll try it.
Do you want to know what my next read is?
Sure.
It's going to be The Fine Print.
Okay, I'm literally so excited for you.
Yeah, I'm starting it tonight.
I'm literally
Are you
speechless.
okay?
No, I'm just really excited because the thing is I've told you this from the moment. Hold on, someone trying to call me. Hi, I'm in process of recording the podcast. Want to say hello?
Hi.
Okay.
Are we recording? Are we live?
Yeah,
We
we're live.
are.
Say hi to the fans.
Our one fan.
Okay. Anyways, what were you saying?
What were you saying?
I said this from the beginning of when you told me you got those books. The second one will be your favorite.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, Declan and Iris will be your shit. I'm telling you.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Zara and Rowan.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I trust you. Okay. I trust you.
There's one scene that I know you're gonna like.
In the first book?
Yes.
In a good or bad way? Like throw up in a
Good way. Good
Oh,
way,
okay,
good
okay.
way.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm
I'm excited. I'm very excited. I think I need a break from fantasy because I feel myself burning out and I'm like, no, I've been doing so good all year. And I'm like, I think I just need to go on like a contemporary run and then go back to fantasy.
No, because fantasy is so heavy, like one after another, because it's world after world after world after characters after magic, and it's like then it just all gets muddled.
Yeah.
But you're not even reading it anymore, so it's probably good to like take a break.
Okay, what are you watching?
So I'm watching the show on Netflix called Interior Design Makeover or something. It's like it was on BBC and it was like kind of like an interior design like competition series. I'm on the final episode right now. So I've been watching that. I've been watching The Voice and Jury Duty, which is fantastic. Like everyone needs to watch that show. I did watch the Love is Blind reunion episode, which was an absolute shit show. It was horrible. Like truly, Nick and Vanessa Lachey need to stop. But yeah, that's what I'm watching. Nothing like that I'm really like excited to talk about though.
Yeah.
But I'm just kind of watching it just to watch something. So
The Love is Blind reunion was one of my pop culture items actually, because I don't watch that show, but literally it was all over my feed. Like crazy, like of just how horrible it was.
No, it was so horrible because number one, it was like 75 minutes late to airing because like Netflix got overwhelmed. Over 6 million people tried to get on to watch this live. Like it was all over. And then just like the chaos of like the way the host did, they were like clearly taking sides, like so biased, and like they didn't ask the right questions, and like we didn't get to the bottom. It was so unfortunate because the season was so good with like the drama and like the people on it. So it was really unfortunate that like this fell so flat.
Ugh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's just honestly, like they should have known. Netflix should have known. Yeah. So I don't feel bad. It's like you should have known. You should have gotten a team who knew how to do broadcast. Clearly, your system wasn't set up. Like, it's like, don't bullshit me. You knew. You have the statistics on your end of how big Love is Blind. So it's like, oh, suddenly being surprised that they can't handle it. I'm like, no. You guys just were underprepared.
No, literally. That's exactly what it was. So it was so frustrating. Shame on you, Netflix. Fuck you.
Really. Speaking of Netflix, I finished watching Beef, which is like the TV show. It was really good. It was a lot darker than I thought it would be, which was super fun though. Like I had a lot of fun. Love Stephen Ewan, I think that's how you say his name, and Ali Wong. Love them. I thought their performances were so great, but currently Beef is under fire. I don't know if you've heard of all of the crazy shit happening. So
I have not.
Basically, there's this actor, David Cho, on the show who plays like the best friend of the main guy character or whatever. Or they're like cousins. I don't know. he's basically under fire. He's under fire. The whole entire show is under fire because his interview a couple years ago resurfaced of him detailing his sexual assault of a woman during an interview. And I'm like,
wait, he's sexually assaulted somebody?
yes, and he went on an interview and detailed it of like how he did it. And I'm like, the audacity of men just to be able to freely do this shit is astounding to me. And then now it's resurfaced again, even though the interview has been like removed, scrubbed from the internet. Obviously your reputation freaking carries in whatever project you do. And I'm just like, the audacity of men to just go on any platform and say whatever they want. And I'm just like really sad because the show is great and now everything is under fire because none of the cast, none of the directors, none of the writers are coming out saying what he did was wrong. And I'm just like, you guys, this is such a bad look for you. And especially because the show was so good, it just sucks. It literally sucks.
What was the context of why he was talking about that? Like, how did that even happen? Like,
I have no clue.
That's what I want to do because, like, or that's what I want to know because obviously that is wrong.
Yes.
That is wrong. But what was the conversation? Was it in, like, the context of, like, talking about what happened and how he grew like what was
Probably
the context? Not I know, probably not, but like I'm always trying to think from like an empathetic point of view.
Yes.
Like, where is there more from the story?
Yeah.
Because that just seems so weird.
Honestly though, at this point I have like no more faith in the world that I'm just like, oh, he probably was just talking about it to talk about it. Which again, also we haven't talked about, but do you know the comedian Matt Rife on TikTok?
Yeah.
He went on that podcast and it was a bunch of guys and there was all this like locker room talk and all this stuff. And then the guy who ran the podcast went on a different podcast basically to defend that they were doing locker room talk. And I'm like, what world do we live in that this is okay? Like, I'm just done.
But here's the thing that I think that the point that they were trying to make was that like all these girls on TikTok were like constantly making these like dirty comments about him and like kind of like sexualizing him. And then he goes on and kind of says similar things about women on the podcast. So then he's like, why is everyone coming after me when all these people in the comments were doing the same thing to me? So I think that's where that kind of came to a head. I'm not excusing either side because I don't know why anyone has to talk about anyone that way.
Yeah.
But I think there was, I'm not trying to defend anybody, but I'm just saying in that situation, I think there was some hypocrisy.
Yeah. Okay. You're 100% right. And I understand that. I think people just need to take a step back and touch grass. Like, let's
literally touch some
just
grass,
stop.
hug a tree,
Yeah,
relax.
please. I just need people to stop.
Yeah.
Just stop anything and everything. That's it.
Literally.
That's it.
Shoo.
Oh, and then I'm literally watching nothing else. Jack and I are watching the NBA playoffs, but that's it. Like, no
cool.
other shows.
Cool. What are you listening to?
I am listening to, ironically, going back to Sam Smith's most recent album. I've just been vibing with his songs, other than Unholy, because you know my thoughts on that. But they've just been so good, and I've just been vibing with them again.
Okay, so a few new songs I have been listening to. So I've been listening to 2 of Kelly Clarkson's new songs that she came out with. One called Mine, one called Me. I have mixed feelings about them, but I think they're starting to grow on me.
Okay.
But it's one of those things where I have to remind myself that just because Kelly Clarkson can do anything and everything does not mean she has to do anything and everything in every song. Like,
Yes.
So I had to take a step back after listening them for the first time and be like, okay, these are good songs. The lyrics are good. Like, it has a good whatever. But she doesn't need to do all the things in every song. So
Yes.
I do like them for what it's worth. And I am excited to hear the rest of the album.
Honestly, I feel like if she did that for every song, it would just get so repetitive. It's like,
Exactly.
I know you can do it, but you don't need to prove it to me in every song. Honestly,
Yeah.
her quieter moments are even better, in my opinion.
Totally. And then there's a song called People That I Love Leave by Cassidy Pope. She's kind of been going more back to like her emo like pop rock roots a little bit, with still like a little bit of country. So it's a really cool vibe, honestly. And the chorus is really, really catchy. So you should listen to it and see what you think.
Yes.
Because I think you would like it, honestly.
I will listen to it. Interesting.
Cool beans.
All right, what are you consuming?
The fast is over, everybody. Oh,
yay!
It is amazing. I've been eating leftover Easter food that I made like when people came over. And then one of my friends had brought a dessert that she left behind. It was like a chocolate eclair cake. And it was so good. So I've been eating leftovers of that. The other night I got canes. So I've just been like treating myself with like really good food this week.
Yes.
Like I told you I was going to go on a bender, and that's exactly what I've been doing.
You deserve it.
Thank you. So I've had a lot of good food lately, honestly. So
Damn. Wow. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. I am never touching tofu again. Swear to God.
I'm like kind of falling off of my meal prep stuff, but I'm still trying to like hold strong.
You got this, girl.
I'm trying. But then Jack and I got Buffalo Wild Wings yesterday to watch the Milwaukee Bucks game.
Oh,
so
honestly,
it
love
hit.
B-dubs.
It hit. It was so good.
Bruh.
So good.
I love a good wing. I love a good wing. Are you a boneless or a bone-in girl?
Boneless.
Okay, same. Here's the thing. I love bone-in, but like they're just too messy. And
So
anyone who says boneless wings are the same as like chicken nuggets are so wrong. I want to fight them. Because that's just like not correct.
Yeah, like I love wings, don't get me wrong, but they are so messy. So if there's an option to do it less messy, I will.
Yup, exactly.
Because that shit gets under your nails. And I'm like, no.
Yes.
No.
Literally, the sauce, like the freaking honey barbecue is under there for like a week.
Yes.
Okay, not a week. I wash my hands.
Still, I like...
like, let's not get that mistaken.
I'm happy you confirmed it with our listeners. Really.
Good.
It's almost like you have to wear gloves to eat them. And I'm like, I'm not wearing gloves. At that point, I'm like, no.
A bib at least.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yes, exactly. But it was so good. So good.
Oh, amazing.
Alrighty, are we ready to go into pop culture?
Yes, let's do it.
So there have been some rumors between Chris Evans and Alba Baptista. Have you heard about that?
No.
Basically, the allegation or whatever, the rumors are that she cheated on him. And honestly, I don't believe it. I don't. Because he just had a premiere for one of his most recent movies, and she was there with him. And so I'm like, I don't know if I believe it.
Also, who is going to cheat on him?
Right?
If someone cheats on him, there is no hope for us.
Exactly. So,
Yeah,
I don't know.
believe
It's just
that either.
It's just a rumor. Yeah, there hasn't been anything confirmed yet. So,
Okay, so my first pop culture thing. There's a whole thing this week that like Drake Bell went missing and was endangered by like the Florida Police Department. But then like a day later, he was found and he was like, I shut off my phone for like 24 hours and everyone freaks out. Like so it was like a whole fiasco and everyone is freaking out. And like everyone in the comments was like, this sounds like a not found situation. Like everyone thought he was going to be found dead and like all of these things. And like he was fully like, I am fine. So just a very interesting situation that happened. But, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
My next one is that I think this was literally just recently, either yesterday or the day before, but Jonathan Majors was dropped by his PR and management company because there are so many more allegations of him abusing women. Yeah, more victims are coming out, and honestly, it looks really bad. Like, it looks really, really bad right now. And yeah, so that's an ongoing kind of thing that's happening, and I don't know much about it because again, it's ongoing, but that was the latest that I had seen.
Interesting.
I know.
Wow, I'm thinking of so many things. Number one, it makes me rethink that whole situation that happened like a month ago now,
Yes.
where he was like arrested for strangulation and harassment. Then I'm like,
Yep.
okay, what happened there? Now I'm
Yeah.
like, was it true? Like, or was any part of that true?
Mm-hmm.
And then the other part of me is thinking like, what is Marvel gonna do?
Yeah, I think people are already talking about recasting, which is
Yeah.
also like such. I mean, okay, it's a big franchise, so I understand, but it's like, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, and I was having a discussion with my friends about this the other day too. I also have a really hard time with cancel culture.
Yeah.
So I would like to see there be like an investigation into these women coming out, like see what is legitimate, what's not, and then make a decision rather than being like, oh, there's an allegation, we're cutting him, blah, blah, blah. Because I also don't think that's necessarily fair to him either. Because what if he is innocent? I'm not saying he is. I'm just trying to look from all sides.
I know, and that's why you have a heart and I don't, because I love cancel culture. I love it. Because here's the thing. There are something with cancel culture where it's like, if you've crossed a line, I don't even want to, like, it's, like, that is too far for me. Like, for example, I want to say, like, oh, everyone can agree on this. But honestly, most people fucking can't. But, like, abuse to children or even anything like sexual assault to children, I'm like, no, that is an absolute no.
That's a no for me,
Yes.
too. That is
so,
like my hard boundary.
I know. But again, too, it's like, some people are like, well, and I'm like, no, there is no well here. There is no well, no but. And so there are some things where I'm like very, very hard on. So
But here's one thing I will have to say about that is like, as a mental health provider, like a therapist, I also like, I have trained myself. Like, this is part we do is like
exactly
being very empathetic towards people. So yes, it's unforgivable in my eyes, but I also try to think like, before we go accusing anybody, like, let's get a full picture. Like, I remember one time I was in the hospital evaluating this like older guy who had been in jail for 10 years back in the 90s for like raping a woman. And like, but now he was trying to get help. Did it give me the creeps a little bit? Yeah, but like, I still had to give him empathy and like try to be like, okay, maybe you do genuinely want help. And like, who are we to deny that? Because like, of course we would rather give these people a chance to change than like shoot them down and then they end up doing these horrible things over and over again. So like, there has to be something injected into that to break the cycle. I'm done. Sorry.
No, and that is why you are amazing. And I'm a piece of shit.
No, you're not a piece of shit.
Yes, I am. Yes,
No,
I
you're
own
not.
it. I own it. Okay. Okay.
You're not. Okay, what were you even talking about? Okay, next pop culture. Oh, it's my pop culture.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a rumor going around that Ali Wong and Bill Hader are dating.
Oh my God, I forgot to add this on my list. You're so right.
I don't know enough about them, but I remember I messaged you about this on Instagram. And I feel like it makes sense, but I also don't know a lot about either of them.
It seems a little like weird, but also though, like, I don't know the comedian world. Like, maybe it is a very tiny world. So it's like, maybe they've been friends for a really long time and all that stuff. So it's like, a part of me is like, okay, I can see it, but it's just so weird. It's just so weird. I don't know. I mean, I want them to be happy though. Like, good for them. So Okay, my next one is that Frank Ocean has dropped out of his Coachella headliner spot for the second weekend because his first performance did not go well. And I'll be honest, I have not really caught up with what had happened to his set. I've kind of been on Blackpink Coachella side of TikTok, so I've been seeing all of their performances because they've been so incredible. Like, their set is amazing. So I've been kind of out of touch with what happened to Frank Ocean. So,
Yeah, I haven't heard a lot about it too, but I did know that it did not go well.
yes. Yeah.
So. Okay. The next pop culture thing I have is that Sean and Camila are back together, it seems. They've been spotted holding hands, kissing, like back together at Coachella. And like, honestly, I don't hate it. I've always thought that like they oddly made a lot of sense and they've been friends for a long time. And like, they seem to genuinely be really happy together. So like, if that's the best decision for them, good on them.
Yeah.
Like
I can't deny that they make a good couple. Like, I love it. I love it. But I feel a little conflicted about this reunion. Like, I don't know what to think.
I'm all here for it, especially if we get another duet out of it because they have great duets.
Okay, they do. They really do.
Yeah.
Okay, my last one, because I also had Sean and Camila on my list. My last pop culture is that Twilight and Harry Potter are going to be remade into TV shows. And I just want to ask the execs to stop making these remakes that no one wants. Like,
Literally.
Why?
It's literally such a money grab, but it's like, it's so just like do something else. Like, there is no reason that any of those things need to be remade.
I know.
None.
Honestly, like, I'm not going to be surprised if they come out there like, oh yeah, like there's going to be a Hunger Games TV show. And I'm like, no. Stop. Why are we doing this?
For
like,
what?
Exactly. Have we not learned, like, literally reboots do horrible. I'm sorry, Gossip Girl literally canceled after 2 seasons. Like, no one wants reboots anymore. So I don't understand why we're doing it. I will say, okay? I will say. The only reboot that is allowed is Percy Jackson on Disney Plus, because those 2 movies were absolutely horrendous. And they did Rick Riordan dirty, okay?
They did.
Rick deserves happiness.
And they never even finished the movies either, which is sad.
Yes.
So like,
So I'm like, you know what, Rick? You deserve this because they did you so dirty because he's the writer of the show for Disney Plus. And so like, obviously it makes sense that it's going to be better because the author is going to be the writer. Exactly. So I'm like, okay, Percy Jackson is the only exception. Twilight and Harry Potter, you're okay. We don't need this. Honestly, I love the Twilight movies and I'd be fine with them. Like, I'm fine. I don't need a TV show.
That's what I mean. Like, what? There is literally no use for it, but whatever. So dumb.
Anyways.
Okay, I have one more pop culture.
Okay. Oh, this was a new one that you, right? Tell me.
There has been a casting announcement.
No, of?
For Atlas. For it ends with
No, it isn't! No! Is this live? Is this live?
I'm gonna send you a picture of it
Okay.
right now.
I'm scared. Okay. So, wait. Sorry. Okay, Atlas. So, if we had to cast him along with Justin and Blake, oh my God, like who would it even be though? Because like, we need someone who's older in order to look like Blake. Oh no. I'm scared. I'm gonna cry. Oh, my heart is pounding. Oh,
Just look at your phone.
I'm gonna be sick. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Who is this?
I have no idea. He's ugly. Go look him up on Google, Selena. Tell me if he looks like Atlas. He does not look like Atlas. He is not Atlas.
Not with that mustache.
Look at this, Selena.
Oh, not with that mustache.
Look at this.
Not with that
Ew.
mustache.
This is so wrong. Even without the mustache, though, like that is not Atlas. Look at this.
You know, I literally just got to that picture.
This is going to be the worst movie. I can't believe they casted it like this. I really, really can't.
Like, even this?
Like, God, that's
like, what is
not
that?
Atlas. That's literally not Atlas.
So,
I am so frustrated.
Okay, this one does look a little like Atlas. No, you're like, no.
I hate him. I hate it.
Okay.
Like, Atlas is one of my favorite characters, and like that is just not it. I'm sorry. I'm so disappointed. And I really don't think like regardless, even if they pick the perfect Atlas, like they couldn't have saved this movie at this point.
No, they could not. Honestly, this I'm sorry. They thought of every way to make this movie wrong, and they're like, let's do it even worse. Like, what?
I just cannot believe, too, that Colleen Hoover is so heavily involved and these are still the decisions being made. Like, it just does not make sense to me. A part of me is starting to get behind the idea of Justo Baldoni as Ryle.
Yes.
Okay, like, I can actually get behind that.
Same.
Especially after he cut his hair, like, because he looks more like Raphael, which I even said before, like, that I can get behind.
Yeah.
But I still hate Blake Lively for the role. And I hate whoever this motherfucker is.
Brendan, whoever, whatever. Yeah, okay, a part of me is like, you know what? I understand that they want to age up the characters. Okay, cool, amazing. But why these actors then? If you're going to age them up, can we at least cast people who look like them, look or act like them? Like, I don't know. Anyways, I'm like done with that movie.
No,
like, I've sworn it off. I don't
even want to watch it, to be honest.
Yeah, no, me neither. So.
Ugh.
That's so disappointing.
So yeah, there you go.
That's so disappointing. Oh.
Yep.
Wow, that's really sad. Okay.
Yeah, very sad. But anyways, now that we're done with pop culture, Selena, tell the audience what we're talking about today.
Yes. So today, Theoni and I will be discussing our hot takes music edition. Mm-hmm. So we will be airing out all of our hot takes on music, anything and everything in between. And I'm very intrigued what you've brought to the table today.
I know. There are some I'm like, okay, this is a good hot take, but most of them I'm like, these suck. So
yeah,
we'll see how this goes.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to hate this one. My first hot take, music edition, is that Joshua Bassett's songs don't have any versatility.
You're not wrong with his new stuff that he's coming up with.
Yeah.
You're honestly, do I hate it? Yes. But are you right? Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Honestly, High School Musical, the series, showcased his range beautifully. I know you can sing, dude. So why are you still kind of at this like lower acoustic kind of like relaxing vibe, like, which is it's not wrong. Like, what you sound great, but I'm like, I know you can do more. Like, I know you can do more. Like, why aren't you doing more?
Yeah, no, exactly. And that's why I liked his first EP so much, because I feel like there's a good mix of like upbeat songs and like singer-songwriter songs and like ballads. Like, to me, that showed much more versatility than his new stuff, which is all slow and all singer-songwriter. I'm like, okay, now what else?
Yeah,
and
yes,
then he'll
like, what
throw
else?
in a song every once in a while, like She Said, He Said, She Said.
Yes.
Or like Secrets, but like not enough to balance out all the other ones that sound kind of similar.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate because you're right. He could do so much more.
He has a gorgeous voice. Like, come on.
He does.
Yeah.
He really does. Okay. Here's my first hot take.
Okay.
I think Olivia Rodrigo's second album is going to be a flop.
I can see that.
I think that there is so much hype around her first one.
Yeah.
That I think that her second one, like, automatically is going to have an incredibly hard time just meeting that standard, just because her first one did so well. But I also am just like wondering what else she's going to do, or if it's going to be more of the same, or like, because honestly, like, I didn't care for her first album a ton. Like, I thought she had some good songs or whatever.
Yeah.
But I did think they got a little repetitive. And I know that's not a popular opinion, but like, I think going into the second album, I just don't think it's going to be very good.
I agree. I loved Sour. I was very impressed by it. And I think that's why I loved it, because again, I was not expecting anything from her. But then she turned out this really, in my opinion, cohesive album that I understand that with her second, there is so many more stakes, so many more things to lose now that she's doing her second. But a part of me is also like, well, maybe she might just do a whole 360 and do something different, because everyone needs to remember that her biggest influence is Taylor Swift. And Taylor Swift is very well known to doing kind of like a 360 on like her genre of music and what she releases. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Olivia pulled something like that.
Yeah. So we'll see, but that is my first hot take.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, my second is that Selena Gomez is better at singles than albums, if that makes sense.
No, I think that's actually true.
Thank you. Okay, honestly, because
I actually
Taki
really agree with that.
Wolves,
Yeah.
it ain't me. What? Are you kidding? Those singles are amazing.
Or even if you look at like Fetish or Bad Liar,
Yes!
like fantastic singles that never even made it on an album.
like so good.
I will say her one album that I feel like was amazing was Revival. Like I thought that album as a whole had really
agree.
good singles and was very cohesive. But other
Yeah.
than that, I was like, okay.
Yeah. I think Selena Gomez is so good at just like dropping a single once a year and leaving, and it just flies to the top of the charts. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, what
Yeah.
do you put in these songs? So.
Literally. Literally.
Yeah.
I don't think Nickelback is bad.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why Nickelback gets so much hate.
Yeah.
You're telling me like you're not like, tell me yeah, this is how you remind me. You know, like that's great. That is a good song. Burn it to the ground. Y'all, if you ever need a song to get you pissed the fuck off, that is a song. So
honestly, like I don't know where all this like Nickelback hate came from. Because
I
as
think
a
it
kid,
became cool.
yeah, as a kid, I was like rocking to those songs. Like I
Yeah,
don't
do you
understand.
remember that one Vine where it was like, look at this graph? But that's what I mean. Like Nickelback is not bad.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a weird movement. Still a weird movement.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, my next hot take I don't think is a hot take, unfortunately. So here you go.
Okay.
I think Ariana Grande's worst album is Dangerous Woman.
Honestly, I agree.
See? It's not a hot take. Because if you look at her whole discography, it's almost like, oh, Dangerous Woman isn't bad, but it's not good either. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, no, I think it's good, but I also like everything and anything that she does.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think out of her discography, it is my least favorite.
Yes.
But I did love
Yeah.
that era. And it does have a
me
lot of
too.
good songs on it.
Yes.
So.
Yes, me too.
This is also something we didn't talk about in the pop culture segment, but there has been photos circulating and a video circulating of Ariana Grande filming Wicked.
We're fake
She
fans.
looks fantastic. Her voice, anyone who ever doubted her can go shove it up their
Yes.
fucking ass.
Honestly,
Fuck you guys.
honestly,
she sounds amazing.
People are fake fans because people don't realize or remember Ariana Grande got her start on Broadway. People, where have you
Yep.
been? Have you been living under a rock? That is how she got her start. Same
Yes,
with Nick Jonas.
Yes, and I saw this person on TikTok talking about like Ariana starring in Wicked, and they're like,
Yeah.
pop is a style of singing. It's
Yes.
not like a type of voice. So like Ariana can switch between her different styles of singing. So like y'all, her doubting her, ugh, it pisses me off.
Yeah.
So that can put all of their hate to rest right there.
I really hope when this movie comes out, she just proves all the haters wrong because I do truly
She will.
believe in her. I do believe her. Also, too, if you've seen the old videos of her from the Victorious era of her full-on belting, singing, musical theater, all of that stuff, you would know that she has the chops to do this role. But everyone is just like, oh, her pop album, her all of this other stuff, and I'm like, yeah, but that's just another part of her career. Like that's so different.
Exactly. So that's that.
Yes.
Okay. This is actually interesting because you just talked about this a little bit earlier in the podcast. But I think Frank Ocean is very overrated.
Oh, I think
He
you're gonna get a lot
literally
of
has-
haters.
Sorry. He is.
I didn't say it, you guys.
he has some good songs.
Yeah.
But like he's literally had what, 2 albums? And like everyone goes nuts over them. And like, yes, he has some good songs, but I just don't see anything that I'm like, holy crap, like it's not like his performances stand out. It's not like his voice really stands out to me. Like I feel like there are other artists kind of in his lane that can do what he does. So like I just don't understand why it's like Frank Ocean. Like, okay, he's cool, but like why does everyone freak the fuck out? I don't get it.
Yeah. Interesting. I look at Frank Ocean as kind of like a crossover of like indie and R&B. Like he is that he's like the crossover baby. And I think that's why everyone is so in love with him, because I feel like with indie artists you get really intense fans with them, and so I feel like he's just like this love baby, this love child.
Fair.
I don't know. Honestly though, I haven't listened to his stuff, so I literally cannot form an opinion. Like I am not the authority here.
Fair enough.
Okay, this one again is not a hot take, but I think it's just more so of a fact. I think Kalani should be way bigger than she is, and it's a crime.
I agree.
Because her voice is amazing.
And her music is good. It's so good.
I don't understand.
I really feel like she has like SZA level of like
Yes.
talent and like song qualities. So like why is she not just as big?
I have no clue.
So
It's a
I
crime.
agree with you.
It's a crime.
It is a crime. Sorry, I just burped. Sorry. Okay. All right, next. You're going to think I'm saying this sarcastically, but I'm really not.
Okay.
I really think Pitbull is a really great artist. And I feel like everyone makes fun of him. Okay. Everyone like is like, oh, Pitbull, yeah. But like, when has he ever released anything that's not a bop? Because here, oh my God, someone else is trying to FaceTime me.
You're just so popular. Honestly, you guys, your fans have to fight to have you.
Hold on, let me just text her. I really think Pitbull is really good. He's never released anything that is not a bop. And like everyone loves when his songs come on. Like everyone like can jump in. Like he's kind of, I just think he's fantastic.
Okay. And you are entitled to that opinion.
What are your thoughts on Pitbull, Selena?
I think he's fine, but does he make like groundbreaking music? No. Also, like, it's not, I would rather have different club music. Like if he comes on in the club, I'd be happy, but I would also choose something else.
Okay, but here's the thing that I'll say. Okay. Pitbull never said, I'm making groundbreaking music.
Okay, yes.
Pitbull said, I'm going to make bops that people can dance to and have the time of their lives to. He has succeeded that in spades.
Yes. But still, I would still choose something different in the club.
See, I disagree. I love a good Pitbull in the club. And even though he has fucked up teeth, I am on his side.
I'm really...
Nah, he's rich enough to get some braces.
Yeah,
but
I know.
He said I'm good, which was a choice, but here we are.
Okay. I am very happy that you aired that out for the world.
Thank you.
Know.
I really had a lot of like emotions about Pitbull.
Okay, my last hot take is not a hot take, I don't think. I think it's just
Selena.
Like an opinion.
Yeah. Okay,
Honestly,
let's hear it.
It's so boring, but I think that the Jonas Brothers comeback was probably one of the best moves that they've ever done. Like, honestly, like, career-wise for all of them, like, it's probably been the best thing that they've done.
Even better than their TV show, Jonas?
Oh, my gosh.
No, I mean, I agree. I think it was really good in the way that they did it with, like, the album and the documentary. I think it was all very smart.
I think
so,
too.
I think they did it in a right way where they still keep to their roots, but they're also making very new stuff.
Oh,
so
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's my last hot take.
Okay.
Listening to indie music does not make you cool. I'm so sick of the, I have
Yes.
my beefs.
I know you do.
With indie music, but
know.
I just don't understand why people are out here number one, trying to sound so cool when they sing it. No, just no. And then people are like, oh, I listen to this really underground artist. And then it's like Billie Eilish. Shut the fuck up. I'm just people make indie music their entire personality,
I
and
agree.
it just pisses me off. You can like the music, fine. But stop making it your entire personality. Congratulations, you have a quilted bag. Settle down.
God. Honestly, what makes it worse is that they're really snobby about it. I would like the indie music, but because everyone is snobby about it, I hate it.
Literally, that's what I'm fucking saying. Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Okay. Those were our hot takes. And we're running out of time.
We are running out of time, but I love our hot takes episode, so we'll have to do more of those because I just think they're fun.
Yes, I love them.
Okay, Selena, what is our episode topic for next week?
Everyone, next week, Theoni and I will be reading Happy Place by Emily Henry, and I am so excited. I'm so excited to go back into the Emily Henry universe.
It is going to be everything to me.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I've been skipping past TikToks of people giving their reviews because I want to form my own opinion about it.
Same.
I'm so excited. She's my favorite author. I know she's going to hit it out of the park. I love her. Yeah, I'm so excited. So listen in next week to hear all our thoughts about Happy Place by Emily Henry, and we will see you next week.
Bye.